Should the Atlanta Falcons bench Kirk Cousins?
Yes.
Why?
Because Michael Penix is awesome.
All right, and a belt for that too, also. Wow.
No, that was accidental. I moved my phone. I bumped it. No, listen.
Good timing though.
It depends on the roster. Check that. The franchise's belief in Kirk Cousins. If you really think he's the best chance to win, if you don't think Penix is ready, you're doing it wrong. Because the thing that shouldn't be driving your decision is the money that Cousins is making, right? If you're doing it based on that, you've failed the exercise, right? If it were me, even if it's just for a week, you set Kirk Cousins down, you said, listen, you need a bit to get your head right. Something's off. And actually, before I go too far down the rabbit hole, let me check the Falcons' schedule. Because really what would determine whether I made that decision this week or not depends on the opponent. And I got it pulled up. So you're playing the Raiders this week. Start Penix, for fuck's sake. Yeah. You know. And then if he gets hot, then it's the Giants. Then if he stays hot, now we have Penix versus Daniels when they play the Commanders. Or the argument could be, hey, Kirk Cousins is struggling a little bit because after an abysmal performance to the Saints, he did play 3 straight playoff caliber teams in the Broncos, Chargers, and Vikings. Maybe he turns it around, rattles all 4 straight, taking out the Raiders, Giants, Commanders, and Panthers to finish out the season to get this team back to double-digit wins and potential playoff berth.
Yeah.
I should say Kirko should be on some short chains. If he comes out struggling at all against Vegas, you put in Penix, you try to save the chance for the season to win the NFC South.
I got to say, though, and I remember we were doing this podcast in April after the draft when we were trying to react to why would they draft this massive deal a month before that. I think we see why they drafted Penix.
No, okay. So then by that rationale, what we're realizing is that Kirk Cousins was a bad signing. Just saying. Like long term, he wasn't an answer. And I don't think he was paid to be a long-term answer.
So. Right. He was a very expensive bridge, if you will. It really, I mean, it's what it comes down to, because I think we're going to see that at some point this year. I think Kirk's best days behind him now. You might get one more year of Cousins next year, if anything. I don't know.
I hope not for Penix's sake, for his development's sake, especially for. I'm not here to say that Raheem Morris is my favorite coach, but the opportunity for him to have a coaching consistency for at least a season before he sees real action, I think is more important than Cousins' salary.
Right. I don't know the structure of Cousins' deal. But I wonder.
But I think it's a 2-year deal, so that in and of itself makes both years just wicked fucking expensive. Let me double check.
Well, it's basically Daniel Jones 2.0. In other words, it's a 4-year deal, but it really in actuality is a 2-year deal.
Because they front loaded the way. Yeah, well,
right, exactly.
Well, don't listen, and that was a bad deal too.
Of course it was. We've been defending
that. So I mean, and revisionist history, because hindsight 2020 bullshit. No. I had that take back when they did it, and I had that take with the Fey Princess of Football, Danielle Orsino. The whole reason why I had her on over Thanksgiving week on the Student of the Game podcast is so the two of us could do our victory lap trying to tell you all bitches about Saquon Barkley. Not you, EJ Christian, but you know. And there's still some moron Giants fans out there that are trying to defend the signing. I don't.
Wait. No, they are.
I'm not saying they're in the national media. I know them.
Okay.
I won't expose them. If I were inclined to be someone who was sharing his name, I would say his first name is Jeff.
Yeah. Oh no.
So
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I did say his name last week.
Jeez, it's so bad. The